Well, here's something that will, I almost said cheer you up. I was going to practice a little bit of sarcasm. Oh, what the hell? There's no sarcasm anymore. There's no irony anymore. It doesn't exist. We have an orange ape who's trying to take this country into an open hell pit and who has so far succeeded beyond the biggest fears that most of us who saw this creature plotting toward not Jerusalem or not Bethlehem, but to Washington, D.C. Go ahead, screw up your quotation, Malloy. So, the Food and Drug Administration yesterday, Sunday, gave emergency approval for expanded use of blood plasma that contains antibodies, blood plasma withdrawn from people who have had COVID-19, and this will be used to help hospitalized patients who are dealing with COVID-19. And that allows the orange ape, who has been browbeating and pressuring the FDA to move faster. I got an election coming, goddammit. We have a convention starting today, goddammit. Faster. To address the pandemic, to claim progress, so that the orange ape has something he can tout in his usual bullshit way, his uneducated, ignorant, stupid way this evening. Probably by the time you've heard this, he's already been out there saying it. By the time you hear this, I should say. So the ape cited the approval by the FDA, approval only granted because he and Alex Azar and a couple other these gonoffs who work for him have been pressuring the FDA to do this. Pressuring the FDA. But anyway, Trump cited the approval by the FDA, which, by the way, had been held up by concerns among top government scientists about the data behind it. But the ape sees it as welcome news in fighting a disease. And his incompetence and his inability to understand, comprehend, or lead, and has led, therefore, to 176,000 deaths in the United States, and left us, we're number one, left us lagging far behind almost every other country in the effectiveness of their response, with the exception of countries that are also run by orange ape types, like, for example, Brazil. And at a news briefing over the weekend, the ape described the treatment as, quote, a powerful therapy made possible, hold on, or sit down. According to the ape, this is made possible, quote, by marshaling the full power of the federal government, end quote. And when I read that, I wanted to lock myself in the closet here in the bedroom and scream as loudly as I could and curse and use the F word over and over and over and over and over, and the MF word over and over and over and over and over and over again until I got hoarse. And you can tell by my voice I didn't do that because I am not hoarse. But that was what I wanted to do. A powerful therapy made possible by marshaling the full force of the federal government. You son of a bitch. Now, the decision by the FDA will expand the use of a treatment that has already been administered to more than 70,000 patients. But the FDA, before pressured by the ape, cited benefits for only a handful of those patients. And unlike a new drug, plasma can't be manufactured. Now, obviously, the ape doesn't know this. He's a dumb son of a bitch. But it can't be manufactured in the millions of doses that would be needed. Because, ape, the availability of plasma, you see, is limited by the number of blood donations, you dumb shit, you. And then the ape urged everyone who has recovered from the virus to donate plasma, I guess until they figure out how to make a synthetic plasma, right, ape? Donate plasma, because he said there's a nationwide campaign to collect it. Oh, really? When did that start? And then the ape insisted that his demands, that so-called red tape be cut and the approval of treatments be speeded up, and vaccines better hurry, that all of that he did has resulted in progress on the eve of the Republican National Convention. Oh, joy, joy. But his announcement yesterday came a day after he repeated his dumb shit claim that the FDA was deliberately holding up decision-making until after the election. And this time he cited a deep state conspiracy that included the FDA. That's what the holdup is. They're out to get him. They're trying to get him. And of course, that raises concerns among some scientists who still work for the government and some outside experts who don't work for the government but are active in science, and Democrats, that the ape's political demands will undermine the integrity of the regulatory process. Well, hell yes, he's destroyed regulations in just about every agency of the government. Why not the Food and Drug Administration? Yay! Let's do that one. Which would in turn hurt public confidence and safety and introduce a different kind of public health risk. No randomized trials of the sort researchers consider most robust have yet shown benefit from what they call convalescent plasma, which is the plasma taken from people with antibodies to COVID-19. But the FDA said the data it had so far, including more than a dozen published studies, showed that it, quote, is reasonable to believe that the treatment may be effective in lessening the severity or shortening the length of COVID-19 illness in some hospitalized patients, end quote. Notice the qualifier after qualifier after qualifier. That is not how science works. Science works because of proof and challenge and reproof and challenge again and reproof again. But that's not where we live. We live in Trump world. Hey, Truth Seekers, while we're practicing safe social distancing, it's a great time to treat yourself with some seriously delicious, responsibly sourced coffee. Awaken to pleasure with River Moon Coffee. But don't take my word for it. Here are two recent reviews. Quote, we sell River Moon Coffee at Marine General Store, and I can't seem to keep up with customer demand. Not only is the coffee excellent, but the philosophy behind it, the careful sourcing and constant research to bring a quality product to customers, appeals to the hearts of our community, end quote. And here's one from a fellow Malloy listener, quote, I love this coffee. I buy it in 5-pound bags. I especially love the Truth Seeker blend, end quote. Sounds like they're planning ahead for the apocalypse. Anyway, support a progressive small business that supports this program. Go to MikeMalloy.com and click on the River Moon Coffee link on the main page. You'll thank me later.